Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Who's the best? Two names have dominated the world of women's basketball in recent years. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Both are powerhouse athletes. Both have broken records, sparked national conversations, and taken college basketball to new heights. But when we ask the question, who's the best? It's more than just stats. It's about influence, leadership, playing style, legacy. Today we're diving deep into the game, personalities, numbers and narratives of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Who's the best? Segment 1. Who are they? Let's start by introducing these two generational talents. Caitlin Clark, born in Des Moines, Iowa, quickly rose through the ranks as a high school star, ultimately joining the Iowa Hawkeyes in 2020. Known for her deep three-pointers, insane court vision, and fiery competitiveness, Caitlin redefined the role of a point guard in women's college hoops. On the other hand, Angel Reese, also known as the Bayou Barbie, hails from Randallstown, Maryland. After transferring from Maryland to LSU, she exploded onto the scene. A dominant forward with unmatched rebounding skills and post presence, Angel brought power, attitude, and swagger to LSU's game. B-roll. Caitlin's logo threes. Angel's putbacks and blocks. Off-court moments, nil deals, magazine covers. Both have become icons, not just for their performance but for their visibility and charisma off the court. When it comes to playing style, Reese and Clark couldn't be more different, yet equally effective. Caitlin Clark is a perimeter-oriented offensive wizard. She shoots from the logo, drives with finesse, and racks up assists like a pro. In fact, she led the NCAA in both scoring and assists during multiple seasons. Her basketball IQ? Off the charts. She's often compared to Steph Curry, and it's easy to see why. Deep range, flashy passes, and the ability to take over a game at any moment. Now flip to Angel Reese. She's a physical force in the paint. At 6 feet 3 inches, her athleticism, footwork, and tenacity make her a nightmare for defenders. She dominates the glass, offensive and defensive, and her ability to draw fouls and convert and-ones is elite. But it's not just about the numbers. It's how they affect the game. Clark spaces the floor, forces defenses to extend, and sets up her teammates. Reese imposes her will in the paint and creates second-chance opportunities. Category Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. Position PGPF. Strength shooting, playmaking, rebounding, post-scoring. Signature move logo 3 offensive rebound and putback. Comparison Steph Curry / Diana Taurasi Dennis Rodman / Aya Wilson. Narrator. Let's break down the stats and honors. Caitlin Clark. NCAA all-time scoring leader, men's or women's. Averaged over 30 PPG in her final seasons. Over 1,000 career assists. 2023 Naismith Player of the Year. 2023 Wooden Award winner. 2024 WNBA #1 overall pick, Indiana Fever. Angel Reese. 2023 NCAA champion with LSU. Double-double machine. Holds multiple records for most double-doubles in a season. SEC Defensive Player of the Year. Named Most Outstanding Player in 2023 NCAA Tournament. Top NIL earner in women's college basketball at one point. Drafted in 2024 by the Chicago Sky. Reese has the championship, Clark has the scoring titles. Both are icons in their own right. But the debate gets hotter when we ask, who actually impacted the game more? Segment 4. Cultural impact, 10 to 1400 hours. Narrator. Beyond basketball, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have been at the center of pop culture, media attention, and sports history. In the 2023 NCAA championship game, LSU beat Iowa. Reese's now iconic, "You can't see me" gesture toward Clark set the internet on fire. It sparked debates about race, sportsmanship, and double standards in women's sports. Clark herself defended Reese, saying, "She should never be criticized for what she did. I'm a competitor too." But that moment was about more than just a taunt. It represented a clash of personalities and public perceptions. Clark, often portrayed as the humble Midwestern phenom. Reese, unapologetically confident, bold, and fashionable. Each represents a different face of women's sports empowerment. And both have helped draw millions of new fans to women's basketball. Their social media followings exploded. Nil endorsements rolled in. And WNBA ratings in 2024? Sky high. They helped shift women's basketball from niche to mainstream. They've faced each other in the biggest games, none bigger than the 2023 NCAA Championship and the 2024 Elite Eight rematch. 2023 NCAA Championship. LSU beat Iowa 102-85. Angel Reese, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Caitlin Clark, 30 points, 8 assists. 2024 Elite Eight rematch. Iowa wins in a thriller. Clark, 41 points including 9 threes. Reese, 17 points, 20 rebounds. One thing's clear, when these two share the court, magic happens. It's not just about who wins. It's about how much attention they bring to the sport. Fans tune in. Tickets sell out. Social media lights up. Let's talk leadership. Caitlin Clark is the engine of her team. She sets the pace, directs the offense, and elevates everyone around her. Teammates describe her as intense, driven, and focused. Angel Reese brings fire and motivation. She hypes up her team, leads with emotion, and backs it up with hustle. Her confidence is contagious, and LSU thrived on that energy. Both are leaders but in different ways. Clark leads with control. Reese leads with passion. And both have mentored younger players, stood up for their teammates, and represented their schools with pride. Narrator. Now that both players are in the WNBA, the next chapter begins. Caitlin Clark, drafted by the Indiana Fever, was seen as a savior for the franchise. She brought national attention, massive ticket sales, and record-breaking viewership in her debut season. Angel Reese, drafted by the Chicago Sky, joined a young, hungry team alongside Camila Cardoso. She brought grit, defense, and leadership right out of the gate. Both face steep learning curves in the WNBA. The speed, physicality, and competition are intense. But both showed they belong. In fact, their first WNBA matchup was the most watched regular season WNBA game in decades. They are already reshaping the league's visibility, and we're just getting started. So what's next? Both Reese and Clark are building lasting legacies. They've inspired a new generation of girls to pick up a ball, to believe in themselves, to see women's sports as powerful. Their rivalry, built on mutual respect, has pushed each of them to new heights. And it's made the entire sport better. In 10 years, when we look back, we might say Clark revolutionized scoring and guard play. We might say Reese redefined dominance in the paint and player branding. But their legacies go beyond the box score. They represent something bigger. Narrator. So, who's the best? If you value pure scoring and playmaking, it's probably Caitlin Clark. If you value hustle, physicality, and winning on the biggest stage, you might lean Angel Reese. But maybe that's the wrong question. Maybe it's not who's better, but how each has made the game better. Clark made us fall in love with the long ball and court vision. Reese showed us the power of heart, rebounding, and standing strong. They're not just athletes. They're movement makers, culture shifters, icons. And no matter who you pick, we all win. Graphic. Reese versus Clark. Celebrate them both.